Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable mug coins on the market. And don't forget to use code FERDY at checkout for 5% off. The link for their website will be right at the top of the description. It is officially Madden season, and in honor of that, I want to give back to the community. So we're doing a little giveaway. 3 $25 gift cards to 3 lucky winners, and all you have to do is be subscribed to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and then DM me proof of you doing those things over on Twitter. It really is that easy. Links for all my socials are always down in the description, and it doesn't matter if you're Xbox or PlayStation or even PC. Anyone can enter, anyone can join, and the giveaway will end on 8/27, a week after the official launch of Madden 22. What's going on, guys? Today we have our first safety tier list of Madden 22. Before we hop into it though, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers. With the subscribe button, turn notifications. We post daily Madden 22 content. I'll also leave a link for my Twitch channel down in the description. And the shout out for today's video goes to my man Stacked Sean. Shout out to Stacked Sean for countering the emoji on last video. Okay, so here is the safety tier list. Before we get into it though, I do want to kind of shout out my second channel. I feel like I really don't talk about it enough, but I do have a second channel where I do just post full uncut raw games of Weekend League or whatever I'm playing on stream. Like, I can't play Weekend League yet, but whenever Weekend League does start, I'll be posting like full uncut games over there. So if you want to see me kind of play that way, just raw footage, that's over on the second channel, only for it, or it's down in the description. It usually pops up like right underneath me right here. So yeah, only for it, or the link is down in the description. Make sure you go subscribe, do all that good stuff, notifications. I actually posted a video this morning, so if you didn't miss the stream yesterday, there's kind of some game highlights from that stream. But yeah, let's get into it. At A tier, we got Ronnie Harrison, the Dynasty Edition, when you pick the Tom Brady pack, and then you have the Justin Simmons, Adrian Amos, Devin McCourty. B tier, Marcus Williams, Eddie Jackson, Harrison Smith, Jordan Poyer, Jimmy Ward, Kevin Byard, and Quandre Diggs. C tier, we got Micah Hyde, Von Bell, Kareem Jackson, and by himself for now at D tier is Logan Ryan. And the first card we're going to go over today is Derwin James. But before we do that, I do want to kind of talk about Jeremy Chin and Isaiah Simmons. So Jeremy Chin, he's actually 6'3" with like 86 speed, but his zone and stuff isn't that great. He's actually a really solid card, and yeah, he probably should be on here. I'm going to throw him like in mid B tier. He's probably in that conversation. Could be maybe debated at low A tier, but I feel like he's a high B tier guy just for how he plays for me and how defense is playing right now. Honestly, having those guys with high zone and high man is kind of rewarding because, yeah, a guy can be fast, but if he's not reacting fast enough to the ball that's thrown his way, it's not going to make a difference. But I guess when there is, like, jump balls or, the guy that kind of lofts across the route, having that speed is really nice. So, Jeremy Chin at B tier, and then Isaiah Simmons, I don't think he's as good as Jeremy Chin. They actually do play two different positions, and they're actually pretty expensive cards, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I'm going to throw, like, Isaiah Simmons, like, in this spot. Like, we'll throw around Harrison Smith in that area. Maybe he's just one behind Jeremy Chin, but two pretty solid gold cards right here. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull them off the tier list for now because I've only been doing core elites on these. But just know Jeremy Chin and Isaiah Simmons are two really good options. Yes, they're expensive. Like, I think Isaiah Simmons was basically going for what, like an 82 or 84 overall elite was going for, which makes sense. But two pretty solid gold cards for you guys if you are trying to, I guess, save your coins if their prices do end up dropping. But yeah, like I said, the first card we're going over today is going to be Derwin James. Let's do it. All right, so here is the 82 overall Derwin James. I'm honestly very surprised that Derwin isn't a higher overall, but he's a strong safety with 84 speed and 86 acceleration, 76 man with 75 zone as far as, tackling run D. He's got 80 hit power, 77 pursuit with 75 tackling. And Derwin James cards, I always play fairly well. He's 6'2", 215. But yeah, the safety landscape right now is honestly very, very weak in my opinion. It really is. So I'm gonna throw Derwin James up here at A tier, right behind Rodney and right before Justin Simmons. But yeah, for some reason in this game right now, the safeties are just not good. Like they're just not they're nowhere near what the cornerbacks and receivers have right now. It's not even close. So next up, we got the 84 Nasir Adderley, and for whatever reason, I've been using this card for the last 2 days. Ever since he absolutely lurked my soul, he's been on my team. But Nasir Adderley, for me, has been kind of hit or miss. He's either really good or you see him getting cooked over the top and on crossers and stuff like that. Because of that 81 acceleration, it did concern me a little bit, but really you don't notice it as much. And if you compare him to the rest of the safeties in the game, he definitely is better than a lot of them. But Nasir Adderley, it's the 89 speed that I really like. If there's like a crossing route where the ball's lofted, he will catch up to it. He will animate more than anyone else. And in a game where it feels like it feels like ad catching's kind of back, I guess, because cornerbacks aren't, or I guess DBs aren't as dominant in the jump ball scenario anymore this year, it feels like, on next gen at least. But Nasir Adderley does animate very well. He really does animate really, really well with the 89 jumping, and he's 6 foot or whatever. Also really good build. He's 206 as far as weight goes, but he does get beat over the top every once in a while just because of that acceleration. But still, I think without question, Nasir is an S tier card, even though he has his inconsistencies. When he's at the top of his game, he's debatably the best safety in the game. So I'm going to throw him up to the top at S tier without question. No one should really debate me on that one. Okay, so now we got the 82 overall Marcus May, and there actually is an 83 overall Marcus May, but because no one would ever pick that card out of that pack, we're just going to talk about the 82 Marcus May, because I'm sure no one probably has this 83 card unless you have like a Jets theme team maybe. But 84 speed with 85 acceleration, good zone at 80, actually not bad. 77 hit power with 81 pursuit. So I like his combination of being able to stop the run pretty decently for a safety at this point of the year, being an 82 overall, going for 14K right now. This card's actually not like a bad backup, or you could probably get away with starting him if you want to power him up. You know, he's gonna get that 85 speed, 86 acceleration. He's also, I think he's 6 foot, 207. Marcus May is actually not that bad of a card, to be honest. I'm actually surprised at this card and how good he really is. So I'm gonna throw Marcus May at B tier, right to the top of B tier. Where would he stack up with like Isaiah Simmons and those guys? He's probably like right behind them, honestly, but still a really solid card. So Marcus May going to the top of B tier. Alright, so next up we have the 80 overall Keanu Neal. The card's got 82 speed with 84 acceleration, but Keanu in zone at 72, not the best, but he is good against the run with that 83 hit power and an 82 pursuit. For an 80 overall card, having run D stats like that's actually not bad. I don't think you can really play him over the top because he will get burnt, especially in this year's game with how zones play. But definitely a guy that if you want to kind of keep him in the box to help against the run, kind of sub him in with like a safety that really can't stop the run that well. If you're getting gashed, subbing Keanu, he'll definitely help you out a little bit there. So that's the only real role for Keanu in my opinion, or maybe like a sub linebacker you can use with him maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna throw Keanu down here at C tier. In my opinion, just there are better safeties in the game that can, I guess, do more. So I'm gonna throw Keanu at C tier. Card probably plays well, but his stats just don't look good, and he just can't play over the top, so that's why he's down there at C tier. Alright, so now we got Jamal Adams, and the reason why I like Jamal Adams in this year's game is not like he has that speed that's going to blow you away, but he has 80 zone and has 85 hit power with 83 pursuit. He's basically like a much better version of Keanu Neal because he's faster, better in zone, better hit power, and stuff like that. So I am a big fan of this Jamal Adams card. I think without question, Jamal cards, they always just play well too, even though it's hard for me to not, show bias towards him because he absolutely screwed the Jets, even though I guess it could go either way. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I'm not going to talk about it. But Jamal Adams, I think he's definitely an A-tier safety. He's close. He's very close to being S-tier. In my opinion, he's just out of there. He's just missing S-tier. So I'm going to throw Jamal at the top of A-tier for now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So next up, we got the 81 overall John Johnson III. Every single time I see this dude's name, I just think that's an absolutely amazing name. But John Johnson III, expect this guy to get an upgrade really early for whatever reason. Whenever EA can't find a safety to upgrade, they just give one to John Johnson. It feels like he's always in promos. I always feel like he's always there. But John Johnson, 82 speed with 84 acceleration. He's kind of like Keanu, except you're trading some of that hit power for some zone. So who would I take? Probably Keanu, because I feel like if you're gonna be like low tier, you might as well be really good at something, and I feel like Keanu is really good against the run. So I'm gonna throw John Johnson right behind Keanu Neal, but he's still C tier. I mean, both cards are still C tier at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one too. Alright, so next up we have the 84 overall strong safety team builder Landon Collins. He's a run support safety, as you guys can clearly see, with that 80 tackling, 86 hit power, and 84 pursuit. It feels like a lot of people are using with this card. He doesn't have that speed where I think he can play over the top safety that well. Even though the acceleration's there, I feel like you throw him in the middle of the field, maybe throw him in like a mid read or have him play the flats or a curl flat or something like that. I would not put him on a deep third at all. I would not do that. But yeah, against the run, he's really solid. That's why this card is so popular right now. Is he S tier? In my opinion, no. Is he close? Yes. I'll put him right in front of Derwin James. But yeah, if he maybe had like 85 speed on this card with like 87 or 88 acceleration, he'd probably be S tier just because of his pure speed and how good he would be against the run. But for now, Landon Collins going to A tier, right behind Ronnie Harrison and right in front of Derwin James. Alright, so next up, we got the 84 overall team builder Darnell Savage. This card's actually really nice. For whatever reason, when I first saw this card, I was thinking like, oh, EA definitely could have made this card a little bit better. But looking at the rest of the safeties in this game right now, He's actually definitely a top tier safety without question. 87 speed, 87 acceleration, can play zone and can stop the run. I mean, at this point of the year, what more could you really ask for from a free safety? He's not even a strong safety. He's a free safety. Usually the free safeties aren't the best with run D, but Darnell Savage might be a different kind of specimen, man. A free safety with speed like that, can play zone and can stop the run and can hit. Yeah, sign me up. S tier without question. Darnell Savage, once again, just a top tier safety. Feels like almost every single upgrade. So next up, we got the 85 overall Jessie Bates. This card's actually pretty solid. I feel like he's kind of getting disrespected right now. But yeah, 86 zone is really, really good. I mean, I don't think we've been over a guy that has 86 zone yet. But yeah, the 83 pursuit also really good. I mean, when he gets to the ball, he's not going to be putting dudes on their back. He's not going to be forcing fumbles, but he'll get there in due time. And with that good zone and the acceleration at 85, maybe a card you want to consider powering up. But I feel like for his price at 41K, I mean, I'm going to put him at B tier, definitely at the top of B tier though. But yeah, I feel like with the 83 speed, it might steer some people away from this card, but just know the good zone, good pursuit, I feel like it's not that bad. It really is. And this card does play fairly well. He was on my team for a little bit and he made a few plays for me. I just sold him because yeah, his price tag is 41K and I feel like he's just not worth that. And also there's better safeties in the game than him, like Adderley, that I have on my team. So that's why Jessie Bates got cut for me. But maybe he'll fit for you. You never really know. So now we got the brand new Eagle, Anthony Harris. He's got 82 speed with 83 acceleration, 80 jumping with 78 zone coverage, 77 pursuit. The card is 6'1", so a fairly good height for a free safety right here. But I'm not really rocking with Anthony Harris. I'm really, really not. So I'm going to throw Anthony Harris down here at D tier. Is he the worst? I don't know, but him and Logan Ryan are both not the best cards. I mean, they're better than golds, obviously. A lot of golds, but still D tier as far as these core lead safeties go. So either way you want to put them, doesn't really matter. Either way, they're both D tier. So next up, we got the 84 overall Malcolm Jenkins. He's got 83 speed with 86 acceleration, 78 zone, which is actually not terrible, and also fairly good against the run as well. I mean, 83 pursuit, 80 tackling, 77 hit power. Not terrible for a Malcolm Jenkins card to start the year. Actually pretty solid. Is he A tier? No. Is he S tier? Obviously not, but definitely like a B tier guy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Jessie Bates as far as that like run D and speed goes. But yeah, him being a strong safety, run support, strong safety. He might get some pretty good abilities being run support as far as helping his tackling and stuff like that. But for now, let's throw Malcolm Jenkins at B tier, mid to high B tier. I'm pretty happy with that. So next up, we got the 80 overall Justin Reed, and this card right here is the definition of a budget beast. 86 speed, 86 acceleration with 77 pursuit and 75 zone for 12K. Yes, sir, sign me up. Justin Reed's cards always play amazing, and this card I'm sure is no different. Even though he's like an 80 overall, yes, he's still going to have his problems. He can't, play zone or, hit as well as most guys can, but it's the speed at 86 that makes his card play really good. Free safety. I think Justin Reed is honestly an A tier guy. Is he better than like Amos and McCourty? I don't know. I think I might want to trade some of that zone for, I might want to trade some of that speed for some zone is what I'm trying to say, but definitely an A tier card. I love the speed on Justin Reed. Can be powered up as well. Get 87. That would be really nice on him too. For an 80 overall card going for 12K, he's got to be an A tier. He just has to be. So next up, we got the 84 overall Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to start the year, Minkah is usually a very, very popular option to play at free safety. Mainly because of that speed, 85 and then 87 acceleration, also has good zone. So if you were able to power this card up, 84 zone, 86 speed with 88 acceleration is looking pretty in my opinion. As far as block shed, not the best, but good pursuit as well. Can kind of stop the run. He'll definitely get there. Will he make the tackle? I don't know, but he'll definitely slow down a guy like Derrick Henry. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm going to throw Minkah at the top of A tier. His card always plays well for me. And yeah, when he was on my team for that little bit, he did make plays. He did animate. So I'm going to throw Minkah at the top of A tier, right in front of Ronnie Harrison. I said Ronnie Hudson. Right in front of Ronnie Harrison and right after Jamal Adams. Oh my, Ronnie Hudson, bro. We're doing a safety tier list. So next up, we have the Vanity Tyrann Matthew, or I guess the Jordan Tyrann Matthew. And people keep asking me, definitely one of the more commonly asked questions recently has been, how do you get this Tyrann Matthew card? He actually is in the yard store, and you get some yard jerseys, some mutt jerseys, and also this Tyrann Matthew card for 30 bucks. Is it worth it? In my opinion, no. I never would have bought it, but someone in the Twitch stream, shout out to A-Rod, sent me 30 literally to go ahead and buy this pack. So I bought him, and I have a good review on him. I've been using him I used him yesterday and the day before that. And Tyrann Matthew is just not worth it. This pack is not worth it. Yeah, he has good pursuit and really high zone, but it's his height at 5'9" that makes him get mossed a lot. And for some reason, he's always getting burnt. I don't know what it is. Even though he has good man and good zone coverage, he's always getting burnt. Like, look at the stats. I don't understand how he's getting burnt. Maybe I gotta power him up so he has 87, 88. I don't know. But this card loves running behind receivers. It might just be how defense is playing this year. But this card hasn't been as good as I thought he was going to be. I'll be honest. I thought he was going to be really good. He hasn't been as good as I thought he was going to be. Nonetheless, though, he's still S tier because that's just how the state of these safeties are right now. But yeah, I'll throw him right in front of Darnell Savage. He's still solid, but he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. And also him being $30 and not playing like an absolute superstar, it kind of hurts a little bit. So that's why he's maybe not a little higher or something like that. But Tyrann Matthew, S tier. So next up, we got the 85 overall strong safety run support, Budda Baker. The card's got 85 speed with 85 acceleration. As far as pursuit goes, it's at an 86, which is super high. That's like at like a linebacker level. And trust me, whenever you play against this card, he stops to run like a linebacker. He really is always around the ball. This card plays so crazy. As well as having good zone and good man coverage. I mean, decent man, decent zone coverage is what I should have said. But yeah, the main reason why you want a guy like Budda Baker is to help you against the run. And also, yeah, when he's powered up, 86 is actually really nice. So Budda Baker, without question, is A tier. Let's throw him right to the top of A tier. I guess maybe you could debate him over Jamal or Jamal over him. It doesn't really matter. They're both really good run support safeties. Honestly, why not get both? They're both really good. So yeah, I'll kind of have these two guys interchangeable in my opinion. But yeah, either way, Budda Baker, top of A tier. A really, really good card right now. Okay, so we are down to our final two cards, and we have the team captain, John Lynch. So here is the 85 overall John Lynch's stats. Once you go ahead and get this card, it only costs, I think, like 20 trading in order to get him to this card. And this card right here, as you guys can see, one of the better safeties in the game right now. If you look at the stats, really high zone, like really high zone coverage, and also crazy like impact block, tackling, hit power. These are basically right here. These are basically like linebacker stats. He's a legitimate linebacker, like, and he's animates like a safety. Like, this card's gonna be really, really good. And honestly, I guess you could debate him for that top spot. Also, he does get, you know, discounted abilities and stuff like that. So John Lynch, and also every team chem too. So yeah, John Lynch, really, really solid. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about going ahead and picking him for my team captain after seeing that you are gonna be able to interchange them. I was thinking about John Lynch mainly because of the state of safeties right now, and this card being a really top tier one, like really top tier, because he can play zone, he's gonna react, and can also, you know, stop the run too. There's not many safeties that really have this rare combination at such a high level. So yeah, I really do like this John Lynch card. I really do. I think he's gonna play amazing. I've played him a few times, and you can definitely tell he's out there, and you can also play him in the box or play him over the top, because his speed is at a level where he can play over the top, and also has the good zone and stuff like that, so he can react to those deep balls too. So, and he's also what, 6'2", so he's big, can animate, can tackle. I like John Lynch's card without question. He's an S tier, going right in front of this here Adderley for now. Yeah, John Lynch's card, I feel like he's getting overlooked because there are some other really good cards like Lance Allworth, John Alexander, and Youngblood, but John Lynch he's nice, man. Well, how long will he be at the top though? I don't know. I feel like maybe in a few weeks we'll look at John Lynch and be like, maybe he wasn't that great, but for now he's S tier, man, as far as the safety landscape. And finally, last but not least, we all knew who was going to be at the top spot before the video even started, and that is the 86 Tyrann Matthew, man. 90 speed, 90 acceleration with 86 COD. The card is 6'1", 86 pursuit, even has over 80 man and over 80 zone, can tackle, has good pursuit. The block shit not the best, but this card being 6'1" and the fastest safety in the game right now with the acceleration, the match, and the COD, Tyrann Matthew is an absolute monster. It's kind of crazy how I think every single rookie premier is top tier of their position. Like, I think that were they all number one? I had Ja'Marr Chase at 3, actually. I had Ja'Marr Chase at 3, which a lot of people actually really didn't like. But Tyrann Matthew, I'm putting him right to the top again. These rookie premier cards are just so good, and I really do recommend Tyrann Matthew for your NAT because he will stay on your team for a very long time. Because, you know, you're not going to find many safeties that are 6'1" with 90 speed the way that these safeties are looking right now. So our top 5 today: Tyrann Matthew at 1, John Lynch at 2, Nasir Adderley at 3, Tyrann Matthew at 4, and Darnell Savage at 5. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with today's tier list. If you have any, anything to say about it, feel free to drop a comment down below. I do read every single comment. And if you are still watching, let's comment the bumblebee emoji for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. And yeah, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button for notifications. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.